For most of the 1970s, Doc Ellis was a top 10 pitcher in baseball, but his wild claims that he pitched his infamous no-hitter while being stoned on LSD has been debated and battled for years. Now, when he made his MLB debut in June '68, he started as a relief pitcher, but the Pirates moved Ellis to the starting rotation later that season, and he went into 10 games. He had his first complete game in September and had his 6-5 win-loss record with the Pirates in '68. In '69, he made the team starting rotation for opening day and changed the Pirates' fortunes for the good, which eventually led to the '71 World Series win over the Orioles. Now, the struggles of the great Steve Blass kept Ellis in the starting rotation as Blass was moved to the bullpen. Now, by June 1970, he was again one of the best pitchers in baseball and probably the most consistent starter on the Pirates. Now, on June 12, 1970, Ellis no-hit the San Diego Padres 2-0 in the first game of a two-game doubleheader at San Diego Stadium, while reportedly under the influence of LSD. After the Pirates had flown to San Diego on Thursday, June 11th, Ellis visited a friend in LA and used LSD 2 or 3 times. Thinking was still Thursday, it took a hit on Friday at noon, and his friend's girlfriend reminded him at 2 p.m. that it was scheduled to pitch that night. Ellis flew from LA to San Diego at 3 and arrived at the stadium at 4:30, and the game started at 6:05. Ellis said he threw the no-hitter despite being able to feel the ball or see the batter or catcher clearly. He also said his catcher, Jerry May, wore reflective tape on his fingers, which helped Ellis see May's signals. Ellis did walk 8 batters and struck out 6, and he was aided by excellent fielding, plays by second baseman Bill Mazeroski, the hero of the Pirates' 1960 championship, and the great Manny Alou. As Ellis recounted, "I can only remember bits and pieces of the game. I was psyched. I had a feeling of euphoria. I was zeroed in on the catcher's glove, but I didn't hit the glove too much. I remember hitting a couple of batters, and the bases were loaded 2 or 3 times." Ellis reported never used LSD during the season again, though he continued to use amphetamines. After the story was made public, Ellis said that he regretted taking it that day because it robbed him of his greatest professional memory. Now, in popular culture, Bob's Missick of the Pittsburgh Press, who first broke the story in '84, believes Ellis' version of events that day, although Smizik did not witness the game in person. But Bill Christine, all of the Pittsburgh Press, does not believe Ellis' claim and was at the game that day. Christine was a beat reporter who practically lived with the team that year. Christine had said that he did not notice anything unusual, and that if Ellis had reported to the stadium only 90 minutes before he started, reporters would have been told. John Mahano, a reporter who had extensive interactions with Ellis over his career, was skeptical about many stories told by Ellis, including the LSD no-hitter. Mahano said he's not found a teammate who could corroborate the story. However, Ellis' closest friend, Scipio Spinks, a pitcher for the Astros, has said that he's no doubt that Ellis was telling the truth about his LSD use, as he was very familiar with Ellis' drug habits, along with the use of LSD. Now, did I believe he threw an LSD no-hitter? Well, look at the Beatles. They performed some of their best writing and music on LSD, even though they were on bad trips. Now, when Ellis collaborated with future United States Poet Laureate Donald Hall in the book Doc Ellis and the Country of Baseball, published in '76, the first edition of the book reported that Ellis had been drinking vodka on the day of his no-hitter. Hill updated the '89 edition to reveal the LSD use. Singer-songwriter Barbara Manning paid tribute to Ellis and his no-hitter in his psychedelic pop song Doc Ellis, as did folk singer Todd Schneider with America's Favorite Pastime on his 2009 album The Excitement Plan. A 2009 animated short film by James Blodgett about the game, Doc Ellis and LSD No-No, featured narration in Ellis' own voice taken from a 2008 NPR interview. The no-hitter is featured in the documentary about Ellis' life, the very popular No-No documentary, directed by Jeffrey Radis. Now, Robin Williams also riffed on Ellis in a 2009 HBO special, Weapons of Self-Destruction. Now, why would Doc Ellis say he was on drugs? Well, he was the Black Bill Lee, wasn't he? He was outspoken, a very, very strong advocate for black rights, involved a lot of stuff. He butted heads with Steinbrenner when he was with the Yankees. But should he make the Hall of Fame? That's the question. Well, I'll leave that to you, the listeners. I really think he deserves all the recognition, even Hall of Fame, because what he meant to the black athlete in that era. Thanks for listening. Have a good evening.